One thing I'm realizing about myself recently is that I really struggle to ask for help. And this has a lot to do with the fact that I grew up in survival mode and I just always been doing everything myself. I always feel like I just don't want to burden anybody, so I would rather just do it myself. And maybe some pride, maybe some trust issues, maybe just feeling like I can figure it out and handle it. And this has led to a very stressful life. I know in today's society, especially with the boss girl era being the 21st century, everybody don't need nobody. Everybody don't need help. Women, I'm talking, don't need help. They can figure it out alone. They don't need anybody. And it's great to be able to figure it out alone. And because I've been that way my entire life, I know that anybody can figure out anything, right? In addition to that, when you don't accept help in times when you really needed that support, it wears you down over time. And because I've lived my life like this for so long, that's not the way that I want to live my life forever. This is not something that is going to change overnight for me because it's my way of life since I became a young adult. I don't know when it started, but it's just how I met myself. And of course, you don't, because sometimes you have pride, you don't want people to hang things over your head, but also it really is pride because if you really needed the help and somebody genuinely provided the help, why would you be concerned about somebody holding it over your head? And it's not easy, especially as a woman who is ambitious and just very functional. But the truth is, as a woman, even though we are very capable beings and we can do anything, we were not created to carry certain things. That's why they have another gender, because we are both created for different roles and different things, right? To make up the ecosystem. And even though, unfortunately, we've had to just step into many roles just to keep things flowing in our family, in our homes, it's just not leading to fulfillment. And I know a lot of women are in this space because I hear it all the time, but because of so much societal pressure to just be independent and figure everything out, you feel like you literally cannot ask for help. You literally cannot accept the help around you. And you think that you're being seen differently if you ask for help or admit you don't know something or receive something, the help that's being offered. As I'm here on this camera right now, telling you that you can please everybody else who wants you to be this type of person, or you can be the type of person that is genuine and authentic to yourself and gets the help that she needs and desired, right? It's actually a need. It's not even like a nice to have, but because some of us don't want to be seen like, oh, she's so desperate, she's so this or she's so that. Then we just walk around like we are men, and we are not men. We are women. And as I said before, so please don't come for me. And if you want to come for me, I said what I said. Even though we are very capable beings, there are distinct roles. And sometimes the reason why we just feel extremely stressed out and overwhelmed is just because we are functioning in a different role than what we are meant to function in. And I can say this for myself personally, because I can talk about days when I feel most calm and relaxed and I know that I'm in my element, and there are days when I'm just overstressed. I cannot take anything. My capacity feels very low and I feel like I'm running on fumes and thread. I know I'm not in my element. I know I'm not operating in my role and in my space. And when you talk about being what they classified as living a soft life, it's not just about the aesthetics and all of the things that we see on social media. It's mainly about operating in your role. Yes, we know that, as I said, the boundaries have been removed and everybody is everything and everything, but I just believe that things were just created a certain way for a certain reason. Fishes don't live on land, they live in water because they need the water to live. Birds don't live in the sea, they live in the air, and they live on ground because they need that way to function. We do not live in the sea. Sharks don't live on the land. Like, everything has a space. And I don't understand why when it comes on to humanity, we try to let everything just be however without understanding there are different spaces for things. Just like I'm explaining with the water world, it's the same thing with human world, except the water creatures probably stay in their lane more than we do. Of course, we have power to rule and dominion over the world. That's what the Bible says. So it's not that we are going to operate like them, but I don't know if they could talk. I would really love to hear their perspective. Like, are they happy or are we the miserable ones? I knew at some point it'd be talking about it, something crazy would just come out. But seriously, there are spaces for things. Accepting help and asking for help does not make you less of a woman. It does not make you less of a valuable woman. It does not make you less of a strong woman. And somebody said something to me the other day that I just didn't feel complimented by anymore. And in the past, I would be. She said, you just, and no, she said, I can rely on you. And I just felt like I wanted to disappear. And normally that would be something that I would feel great about. Yes, I'm reliable, I'm the reliable friend. But no, I just feel like it's not that I don't want to be the reliable friend, but it's also like I want to also say that to somebody and be like, I can rely on you so much, versus always being the one hearing it. And it's not that I don't have those people, it's just because I struggle to ask for help why I'm not able to say it. So it's something that I personally know I need to practice, and I would not come on here and try to be a hypocrite and say like I have it done pat. I do not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna be frank. I don't. This is a practice for me that I'm actively practicing, because I realize, especially where I'm at right now, my mental health is not 100% where it needs to be, and it's because I'm just overloaded with a lot of stress. And I know that in order for me to get to that space of feeling free again and feeling connected again and feeling like I'm not carrying the world on my back, I have to reach out and ask for help, and I have to accept it without feeling less than, or without feeling guilty, or without feeling like I'm burdening people, and without feeling like I'm failing society, because society, why would I be failing society? But that's just how I feel sometimes when I'm just not able to do something that I need to do without asking for help. And sometimes when people just ask me for help for everything, I'm just thinking like, man, you can't do that yourself, you can't figure it out. But it's also like, maybe they can, but it's just they want to have somebody to rely on. They want to have somebody to help them, because it helps to create a sense of community, and it also helps you to just feel more light. You feel like you're not carrying everything by yourself. And I've always wondered why when we were in college they were constantly pushing this teamwork, 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 and it was just so annoying, and I wanted to do everything by myself. And because of that, I could actually also see why I'm just doing many things by myself because probably that pushed away people who wanted to help me, right? And now, after just being this way for a while, I'm realizing like, no, this is not it. And this is why teamwork is so essential in school and in the workplace and in life in general, because it helps you to just not be stretched thin. If 10 people can be a part of a project and execute it better, where everybody gets a part to focus on and one person does not have to be focusing on the entire 10 parts, it should lighten up the burden. Obviously, in my many experiences, and I've talked about this on previous videos in my channel, I've had experiences where I felt like I was still managing the project by myself and managing 10 people. So it didn't always feel like I had the help that I needed. So probably that's also some of the reasons why I just don't participate, or would rather not participate when I do have the choice, which is rarely. But yeah, it's meant for a purpose. It's there to create support and community. And in my video where I talked about rebuilding your life, you don't have to do it alone. You can go watch that. It's also correlating to this topic, because sometimes you feel like you're lost and you don't have anybody in your corner, but it's not really that they're not there. You just have to open your eyes to see them and to be open to receiving. So if you are this woman right now that is over functioning and just afraid to ask for help, I get it, sis. It's not easy, especially because of our life circumstances. And sometimes people will say, why don't you just ask? And to them, it's very easy because they don't have your life circumstance. Everybody has something that's a challenge for them based on how you've grown up and how things have just happened along your life path. Some things are easier for me that are not that easy for somebody else, and vice versa. This is just one of the things that is not so easy based on my experience, and I'm guessing yours. So I know it's not easy, and I'm not here to tell you just do it, right? Because at the end of the day, that's really what we have to do. However, it's just acknowledging that this is something that I struggle with in the first place, and it's something that I want to change, and I'm just going to have to keep practicing until I get to that stage where I'm a lot more comfortable. But I just want you to know you're not alone, and we're here to practice together. We're here to ask for the help that we want and not feel guilty about it, because we do deserve to live a soft life, but not the soft aesthetic life that is just wearing leggings and bikini top all day, but a soft life that is just not stressful and not pressureful, one that we can enjoy, be easeful, and be cheerful for the people that are actually around us so they can enjoy us because we're not stressed all the time, right? So I'm just challenging you to step into this zone if this is something that you're struggling with, and let's all get there together as we're investing ourselves on this journey. This is just a great place for us to start. And on this note of support and community, if you are struggling financially and you want to go from stuck to having a plan, I created a 30-day reset that's in the description that you can try out, and you will actually get support. You'll actually get a community, and you don't have to do it alone, right? This is you asking for the help and accepting it. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here and share, as this is just something that was just heavy on my chest today. And yeah, I just wanted to come talk to y'all about that for a little bit. But anyways, I will see you in the next one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Khrista-Lee, and I talk all things investing in you. Please share the video to anybody that this could benefit, anybody that you think is struggling to ask and accept for help, so that they can be encouraged to know that they're not alone and they can do it. All right, comment below, what's the most struggle for you, asking or receiving? I'd love to hear that in the chat below. And like the video so that me and YouTube can know that you know we're on the same page. Okay, and I'll see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye. Let's go make some mistakes.